boy. Hello, everybody. Thank you to everyone that has decided to sit in and see if this actually works, because I was hoping to test it at Game Realms when I had the disc resurfaced. But then I remembered that it was an internal memory card. I was like, oh yeah, I have a save from right before the final boss, so we can test it out. And they're like, oh, do you have the memory card? And I went, shit, that's right. Yes, so Yorha, if you weren't here yesterday, we have gotten through literally 95% of Tail Concerto. It hasn't been perfect. There's been audio that has clipped out. There's been, you know, weird stuff with polygons, but we haven't been prevented from accessing any of the game. It never crashed on us. Things got a little weird because there was a cutscene involving us. It was supposed to show us going into the Titano Machina, but then it suddenly started repeating the cutscene from the beginning, and we were like, oh, that's weird. This might be a permanent loop. Can we skip it? Yes, we can skip it. So then we're in the penultimate area, literally doing the jump quest to get to the final boss. We get to the final teleporter, we step into it, the screen transitions to white, and that's it. It never left. It never actually went to the final boss cutscene. And we tried it multiple times. It hangs. This is, I'm talking Earthbound level, literally at the final fight, and the game refuses to progress. Now, we tried a couple methods. We tried a toothpaste method. We tried cleaning it with, you know, alcohol and stuff like that. Wasn't working. But what was significant about that is that there were always scratches present on the disc. Well, I went to Game Realms today, and I did something that I think may give this stream some hope. I bought Neopets: The Darkest Fairy on PlayStation 2. Wait, wrong game. Hold on. I went and got my copy of Tail Concerto resurfaced. And I'm hoping it shows, because when I don't think I ever showed you guys, but there were a lot of visible scratches on the disc when I played it. This is after they have resurfaced it. Look at how clean that is. Still a little bit of dust, but this might be doable. This, I don't know. It seems weird to me. Like, why would a $400 game that doesn't work after a $5? Literally, their pricing was $5 for 5 minutes of running it on the surface cleaner, or the surface rebuffer. Finland, or does someone want to fill Finland in to what a fucking miracle this game is while I go put this in the PS3? In fact, someone fill Finland in while we go ahead and play our intro as our first test. Oh. Oh, it just started. Okay. So, for those of you who don't understand, resurfacing a disc is technically sanding the disc. You're not literally sanding it, but when you resurface a disc, what happens is, so a laser shoots into the grooves of the disc, and that's how it reads the data and understands what it needs to do. When you get scratches on a disc, or when it gets dirty over time, the scratches or the dirt or the degradation refract the laser, so that it like light going into a bottle of water, it ends up splitting off in directions other than what it's supposed to do, so it's not actually able to read the data that it needs to read. That's why you'll get stuff like glitchy graphics or audio that isn't working quite right. So when you resurface a disk, we're talking literal levels of microns. It is a machine is whittling down the surface of the disk so that it gets closer and closer to wherever the deepest scratch is. So it either makes the scratch shallow enough that the laser can read it properly, or it manages to surface it enough that the disc is like new. Imagine like a tire, how a tire whittles down over time, but it's still usable until it's too low. So you can't permanently resurface discs over and over and over again. But if you haven't done it yet, it could be a way of reviving the disc. Correct. So that is what we are hoping. I did not get a chance to test it, but what we are hoping is that resurfacing this disc will have made, if it didn't remove the scratch, that it made it shallow enough that we'll get it to work. So if everything goes as intended, which I am optimistic but not holding my breath for, this stream could be over in less than 30 minutes. That's new. Oh. Oh! Oh no! That's new! Okay, but... okay, but hold on. Hold on. Like I said before, if a former part of the game doesn't work, that doesn't matter. All that matters is that the last part of the game works. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm curious about something. No. I'm curious about something. Is it trying to... Obviously, there's a part of the disk that has data saved to it. That's how it's reading it. Or maybe it's writing or reading something to the disk. Is it trying to read data that doesn't exist the way it's supposed to anymore because of us resurfacing the disk? True. That is true. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, the answer may be that spending... So my original plan was I wanted to load the file from before we triggered the cutscene of me going into the final boss and see if I could correctly see the scene. And now I don't know if we can get there. Oh man. They said if it didn't work, I could try bringing it back and we could do it a little more, but I don't know if I can do it anymore. Okay. That audio didn't sound like it was working. Okay. Let's try this. No. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god. Alternatively, what we could try is we could bring the PS2 back out. We could bring the PS2 back out. And we could see if buffering that made it readable on the PS2. But yeah. We can try We can try speedrunning it. We can try seeing if it's just an issue with reading the save, and we start a new game. Okay. This is so sad. This is fucking depressing. I had such high hopes for this. I will be so sad if I permanently ruined a $400 game. It's one thing to just not be able to access the final boss, but if I've actually made myself incapable of playing this game at all because of this. Okay. I hope this isn't something unique to... No. Oh, man. This is upsetting. This is super upsetting. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Oh, maybe I got dust on it. You never know. Don't give up till you've tried multiple things. If I have to, I will bring the PS3 tomorrow so they can hook it up and we can try this. I I mostly I'm not even upset about the fact that we might not get to play the final boss. I'm more upset about the fact that I had a copy of a game that you could play 98% of the way through that I may have permanently fucked. And I may have found a potential culprit. I don't know if I can get a photo of this. I'm going to try and get a photo of it in the light reflection, but I see something that looks like... The reflection in the phone looks... The reflection in the phone looks so clean. It really does. On. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you guys the photo that I think might be responsible for it. Is my guess. So if you check main chat, the first photo, it looks almost perfect. If you look at the second photo with the flash, you'll see a little line. It looks like a line made out of dots. just left of center. You guys see what I'm talking about? Like a little line of dots. And I'm wondering if that's a scratch that is causing it to skip whenever it's trying to load the cutscenes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check general chat in the Discord server. We thought we could skip a cutscene. We couldn't get the cutscenes to load. Couldn't get the gameplay to load. Oh, man. All right. Hold on. I'll check it out in a second. Now, if this fails, we can try loading Mega Man again, and see if that works, because if it does... Unfortunately, if Mega Man also doesn't work, then that means it might not be the disc, it might be the PS3. And that is gonna make me worried that I damaged it when I, like, flipped it upside down or something. I would assume if something was fucked up with the PS3, it probably wouldn't load like this, but... Guys, can we crowdfund $400 for me so I can order another copy for this? Oh my god, I've got 4 tits, pussy, and bio bots. Not right now, Thelma. I'm trying to play a fucking furry game to completion. Unreal. Unbelievable. I'm listening to see if it's like... Let me put my ear near the console. Sounds like it's running normally. Alright, hold on. We're gonna try a different game. This is playtesting to make sure it's the game and not the console. We're just gonna do the first area of Mega Man Legends. I'm just gonna speedrun it to make sure that there's no glitches or something that happens there. I almost don't know whether I hope it works or I hope it doesn't. Like I said, I'm terrified at the idea that I may have ruined a copy to the point where you literally can't play it in trying to fix it for a single boss. It's like a lost piece of media right there. Okay, I was scared the game froze for a second.
Covered by endless water. people are forced to eke out a living.
I'm letting this
on the
play
small
just so I can
patches
make
of
sure there's
land
no audio
lying
glitches.
above the sea. The people of this world rely on ancient technology driven by quantum refractors, a powerful energy
Well, Vim,
source.
if me flipping it upside down or doing something caused it to like damage the sensor or the laser or the motor or something like that, there's any number of things I could do that could harm the console's ability to read the disc.
These brave explorers are the sole source of refractor energy, which has become a cornerstone of the emerging civilizations. Originally,
Luigi
this
fan,
was the
it
Digger's
is
only purpose, to find
not
refractors
going
so
well.
that civilization might endure. However, over the years, the story of a fabulous treasure, the legendary
What I want to know is,
lode, began to be whispered among the diggers.
someone in the main Discord said the disc may be badly
so
scratched.
great
Okay, maybe
that
the
if it were
scratch is
discovered,
too
it
deep
would
for that
provide
issue
so
to be
much power
fixed.
that the world never need fear
How would
running out of
resurfacing
energy.
it cause it to
Seeking
break
this
sooner?
mother lode, diggers travel from one island to another in their flying machines, ever hoping that they'll find what they seek just over the horizon. Hope, despair, charity, greed,
Eva, come on, bud.
power. Who can say what truly motivates the diggers?
Here we go!
Audio sounds good.
Mega Man? Mega Man! Mega Man!
Again, I'm going to let the cutscene play just because also a PS1 game, so we're going for cutscenes. Although, the other problem is, I don't think this game has pre-rendered FMVs.
I think this is the last door.
Well, Nova, here's the problem. If I make a reproduction of the disc as it currently is, wouldn't I just get a broken reproduction?
Whoa! It's still active! The reactor's still running!
Great! What about the refractor?
It's here! It's a big one, too!
All right, now maybe we can finally get some money. Be careful.
Oh. I guess.
Phew.
I don't know how I'd forgive myself
Okay, roll
if I
everything's
permanently
okay.
ruined a copy of Tail Concerto
Yes, I'm picking something
from
up on
trying
the
to fix
screen.
it.
Looks like a Reaver bot. You'd better get out of there. Come on.
Right. If you see anything, let me know. Here we go!
This is like the equivalent of trying to prevent your friend from running into a pole and giving themselves brain damage and accidentally pushing them into an oncoming truck instead.
Wait a second. There should be a Reaver bot around there somewhere. Can you see it? It looks like a small one. You should be able to take it down with your buster gun. Turn right there. Do you see a door? That should be the way out. It's not far from your current position.
I'm literally just speedrunning the first section to see if it transitions over to, like, from gameplay to cutscene correctly.
Watch out, there's something right in front of you.
What up, Bronze? We are dealing with the fact that in trying to fix a game, we may have accidentally broken it even worse than it originally was.
It looked like a Reaver box. We were lucky.
Like, previously, we could play pretty much the entire game and it would just freeze at the final boss. And now we may have, made it impossible to even start the game. Or, I'm sorry, to actually play the game at all. We can get to the title screen. We can attempt to load save data. We can attempt to start a new game, but it won't actually go past the file select.
What is it, Mega Man? I'm picking up strong energy readings. Is it some kind of
We
barrier?
did, and
Is there a switch for the barrier anywhere close
we
by?
tried skipping the cutscene,
It's gotta
and
be
it
around somewhere.
failed. I don't know if I was too slow to the punch or
Mega Man,
what.
I'm picking up a Reaver bot. He's above you. Watch out.
If it fails again on the PS3, the last thing that I can try is hooking up the PS2 and going for that instead. Well, the funny thing was, originally, the PS2 did not have any luck reading the disc. It wouldn't even go to, like, the opening title screen. Honestly, the part about this that sucks the most, you guys, is that I wouldn't even be able to go back and play this game again outside of an emulator unless I wanted to drop another $400. That's what kills me. It was playable, and I might have just made it not forever. As an avid gamer, that breaks my fucking heart. It didn't sour my experience of the game. It's not the game's fault.
Mega Man, I'm showing a large blip in front of you. It's probably a Reaver bot. Be careful. Huh? Mega Man, can you hear me? I'm losing you.
I was gonna go back tomorrow.
Wolf?
Assuming the
You
PS3
alright?
isn't broken, and assuming we
hear
don't
me?
have access to the save files, I was gonna bring it back and be like, hey guys, now it doesn't even let you start a file. Can we try again? No, my laptop does not have a disk drive. That'd be cool, Booms. Alright, now let's see what happens if I skip cutscenes. Yep. This game works fine. Hey. Well, let that be proof that I am really good about storing my old PlayStation 1 games. Because I've had this since I moved out to California, and that was 12 years ago. Give me a sec. You know what would be really funny, but also really fucking sad? If the scratch was deep enough that the problem was always deeper down, but from natural disk degradation over time, like the surface continuing to wear down, that it like muddled the scratch enough that the game obviously had issues, but still worked. And by resurfacing it, we exposed the scratch so purely that now it's causing issues that the game was able to compensate for previously. Can I see through those dots? I don't know. If this fails again, I'll check it while I go to get the PS2. So here's what we're gonna do. Wait. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try this one more time. Probably with a new file. And if that fails, I will check it like Ever suggested while grabbing a PS2. We'll try it with the PS2, and if that fails, we will just watch the final boss and the ending on YouTube, and I will take this to the shop tomorrow and see if I can even get it working again at all. This is not how I wanted to start my 5th year of streaming. Well, not that. No. Charge the game, going to data load. Okay. We'll try that. You can try that. Hold on. So what you're saying is start the game up, go to load data, wait until it goes to the 2 files, take the disk out, put it back in, close it, then load the data. Is that correct? I don't know if there's a fast forward function. Okay, we can try it. Listen, kids made jank stuff work on their PlayStation 2s all the time. You know what makes me sad? I learned while I was at Game Realms, I learned about a dungeon crawler on PS Vita called Mayq Labyrinth of Death. It's only on Vita, but it was on the PlayStation Store for $10 if you wanted it digitally, except if you try to go to that store page, it doesn't work anymore. All right. Am I accessing the memory card before I do the game swap or the take out, put it back in? Or is this the screen where I do it? Am I going into the memory card? Select memory, okay. And now I take the game out and wait like 5 seconds and then put it back in. Now, do I have to quickly select the file after I put the game back in, or am I letting it start running again? Yes does not... Yes doesn't help. I need you to confirm which instruction I'm doing. Am I putting it in and then rushing over and hitting start, or am I letting it run for a second? I guess we'll just try it. See what happens. All right, here we go. Unbelievable. Unreal. All right. Hold on, dudes. Get a PS2. We did try starting a new game, yes. Hold on, fam. Be right back. All right, we have a fat PS2 with a PS2 to HDMI connector. The question is it even going to show? Oh, that's right. I remember now. I have to figure out why it's not feeding in. Oh, I might know why. Hold on. It might have frozen because of that. So let me try turning it back on. Right. Get it to read the PS2 stuff. No signal. Okay. We got it to feed before. So why are we not getting a signal to it now? I don't think the feed changed. So I have to figure out why it's no longer going to PlayStation 2. Signal. I think, remember, might be a cable that I was. Okay, I think I figured it out. Hold on. Pretty sure you have to plug this into one of the USB. Okay. Hold on. All right. Last chance. Huh? Audio CD. What? What? Um. Yeah, and then it did the same thing it did the first time, where it would load the logo, but it wouldn't actually load the game. Okay. I'll try this one last time on the PS3. I don't expect there to be any difference. Excuse me. Um, I'll worry about that after care of it. I'm not getting tired. I'm just trying to think of the order to do things because we still need to watch the ending. I don't want to talk about the things I want to say until after we've seen the ending because I want it. I want us to see the close to this game together. But I'm also hyper aware of the fact that I may have just destroyed a game. A very rare one. This would be different if it was like a copy of Super Mario Odyssey or something like that. It's not. Gotta reset 4K capture utility. I know it's... I hope I don't sound like a broken record. I know it's not my fault. I know that I did the sensible thing and said I should take it to someone who can resurface it in case it happens to fix it. It's not like I tried some unapproved method. I get that it's not my fault. That doesn't change the fact that a game was previously playable in almost its entirety, and now it may not be playable at all. I'll load up the game ahead of time. To give you an idea of how close we are to the end of this game, the long play, if I start the long play where we left off on the game, the long play ends 11 minutes later. That's how close. This is like having your game stop working right after you beat Sin in Final Fantasy X. All right. I tried. Wheels in the old CRT TV on a cart, grabs a VHS with the words Bill Nye the Science Guy crossed out and Tail Concerto written in Sharpie. All right, class. I don't have the energy to try and teach anymore today, so let's pretend this is me playing, all right? Let's go. Shoutouts to Neo Gamer from, ironically labeled, the Video Game Archive. Even that had audio issues. What is this place?
Alicia!
Oh, the shot's home on you? Wait, you... Oh my god. I wouldn't have even had to worry about aiming. The shot's home. I missed out on this boss fight? I could have absolutely done this fight. This dude doesn't even know how to dodge to the side. He doesn't know how to, This fight is about teaching you to, Please let there be a cool phase 2. Oh, the floor disappears. Oh, come on.
Alicia, are you all right? Alicia!
Yes.
Phew, I'm glad you weren't hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I know what he's actually supposed to do. The robot came back after the crystals glowed. Oh, okay. This is interesting. It's the game teaching you that the real boss fight is not the boss. I mean, that makes perfect sense. You needed all 5 crystals for it to be revived. So if you take one of them away...
Oh no! The Iron Giant is starting to collapse!
I wonder if that works from the very beginning. Like, if the moment the fight starts, if you just run and grab one of the crystals, is that it? No! Yellow eyes, white dragon. My card game empire!
Huh? Hey, over here! Over here! Ah!
You know what this means? This means on my save file, Alicia is permanently trapped in that robot. And we're permanently trapped in his stomach acid. My save file literally starts inside his stomach and crashes when we get outside of his stomach. Waffle is permanently in his digestive system.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Oh. Here. Oh. This is for you.
I don't want it.
Oh.
Well, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
That's what happened. That's what happened. I left the save file with him in his gut, and he was in the stomach acid for so long that it damaged the disk before I could get it resurfaced. It's my fault.
It's not that I don't want it, but I want you to have it.
Oh, look at his little teefies. This is why I have trust issues. Amanda Winley? Travis. Just Travis. Travis Willingham? He's like, I don't want people to think I'm a fucking furry. Just call me Travis. It's not even my real first name. This game is a travesty. See, it wasn't even CyberConnect 2. It was just the first one. They hadn't even updated it yet. It's just the OG CyberConnect. We should be on at least CyberConnect 3.5 by now. Thank you, Neo Gamer, for showing us the end of that. And this whole time, the game was still running in the background and hasn't started up. So it's definitely not like that. Yeah. I'm still gonna bring it to the store tomorrow and have them do a second round on it, and I'll probably show them the photos of it and see if we can I'll play test it at the store. And at this point, I just want to see if I can get it working again long enough to start a new file. I know I don't owe an apology. I know that I didn't do anything incorrect. I know that I didn't mistreat the game. I'm just heartbroken because, I mean, yeah, I could hold on to the disc knowing that I couldn't actually play it if I had the desire to. And it's a special kind of painful to know that you had something that was working and in the span of 24 hours, you managed to make it worse. And especially for something like this that was such a wonderful find, such a lucky discovery by pure chance, because had we gone home after lunch, I wouldn't have seen it. If my friend had taken my advice to not go check out part of Little Tokyo and and had listened to me and I was like, "Oh, we don't need to go there," I wouldn't have seen it. And by pure chance, if they had not had it on one of the display TVs, I wouldn't have seen it. So many lucky coincidences that allowed me to get this game, to afford this game. And now I might have made it unplayable for myself or for someone I could have given it to down the line. I know, I'm gonna try not to, but fucking A. Well, I mean, I could try and say I did something special where we have the VODs for it, as long as I save the VODs for it before they go away. But I mean, other streamers have streamed it. You can find a long play on YouTube for it. So it doesn't even feel special in that regard, but oh, right. Let me check that real quick, Ever. Give me a sec. No, I cannot see through any parts of it. When held up to the light, it looks like solid black. Through and through. So, I'll bring it back tomorrow. Well, let's try. Listen, before I go back tomorrow, let's try something else. Let's see if my copy of Neopets the Darkest Fairy works. Let's see if we can start a game and get to gameplay without it breaking. As a future PlayStation 1 game. Or maybe it's PS2. Is it PS2? I don't remember. This is the other special treasure that I found because Amazon wants $30 plus shipping for it, and they sold me this for $12. So It's probably no. This is the God of War red PS3. I'm not breaking out the PS2 again. I'll do that when the time comes. I'm not doing it again tonight. I'm done with this. I'm so done with this. Please forgive me. Corn. Shakes, what are you doing, bud? Yeah. Anyway, I will bring Tail Concerto back to the store tomorrow in between sessions. And I'll have them run it a second time. I'll test it at the place and see if I get it to work, just for safety's sake, just to maybe have a version of the game that I can play in the future if I want to. Yeah, it's got it. It does have the sliding door lid. Yeah. So maybe the game will still work on a PS2. That's something for us to find out in the future. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a half-hour break. Right. I'm going to take a half-hour break to feed the cats, feed myself, do some chores that I need to do. And then, I don't know how many people are watching right now. Because if it's a small enough number, I might just do a personal stream on Discord. 49. 50. How many of you, depending, because it's midnight already on the East Coast, how many of you would be interested in seeing a little bit of a stream of that tower defense game that is based on Class of Heroes that I was showing earlier in Discord? It would be mic off, it would be camera off. It's just me playing casually, because I would be playing it off stream anyway. Yeah, we'll just do it for a little bit. So my thought is since I'm not going to be streaming any of my usual games because I can't be talking after my sessions, like I definitely still need to rest my throat tonight. In lieu of doing my normal streams, I will showcase this tower defense game on Switch. And I'm not going to finish it. I'm literally just going to play it until live dub on Saturday. And if you guys like what you see, you can go buy it on Switch today or PlayStation 4. So, I don't know. Maybe I should just do it on Discord. You know what? I'm tired. I'm really tired. And I don't want to make people have to come back at midnight. I want to give you guys the choice to, yeah. I want to give you guys the choice to watch it. What I will request is, I'll stream it on Discord. So you guys can watch it. I'll be in the room that allows multiple people to join. What I will ask is, out of respect for how it would have been if I had streamed normally, I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys to mute yourselves so that people can sit in and watch. We'll see how many people join in. I'm in a weird spot right now just because I'm pissed off about the game not working, but I'll stream it on Discord tonight, and I'll do proper streams starting tomorrow on here. But all of the streams are going to be some Discord mechanics you can set up. Oh, I guess. You know what? Half-hour break. Half-hour break. Let me change this real quick. All right, give me a sec. Anyway, end of Tail Concerto.